Today I'd like to talk with you a little bit about perseverance and the power of stick-to-itiveness. I'm not really sure if that's the phrase, but first let me show you how I failed this morning, but we're still going at it and we're still going to make it happen. So, cut to the early hours.
More photographer friends. Hey! Britta is doing a time lapse of the city right now, and she was smart. She brought an umbrella. It's really starting to come down up there. Yeah. So I think this might be the conclusion of today's sunrise. I gotta run because I'm carrying a guitar and a camera and have no umbrella.
Sorry. Bye.
Well, the bridge looks really awesome, but I'm not going to be able to do a time lapse or even get the sunrise here. The sun is not rising today. The sun is dripping. It's wet. It's raining on me here. So much for that plan. Nice to meet another photographer though. So Britta, who I just met, just quit her job on Thursday to become a full-time videographer and photographer. That's awesome. Nice. That's exciting. So I will link to her Instagram because that's all I've got of hers right now in the bottom of the video. Go check her out. I don't know. She said she just started it, so she probably doesn't have much there, but be like super supportive and stuff. And yeah, help her out if you can. Look what these guys are doing. Tiniest police cars in existence. It's a 3-wheel pickup truck. Look at that. I always did want a smaller pickup truck, but I'm not sure about that small. Look at that. So I think I've actually walked by this street more than once, but because I'm walking here before it gets light in the daytime, I never noticed these beautiful purple trees that are just budding over there. And they're so pretty. I guess it's a good thing I'm walking home early today. Get to see these cool trees.
Well, here we are back in the studio after a change into something dry and wiping down the guitar and camera to make sure they don't get damaged. Sorry today's sunrise got rained out. Didn't get to make any epic movements through time and that kind of thing. But I had a message today that I wanted to share with you anyway. The power of perseverance. The power of basically being stubborn when the world tells you it's not going to work, when your experiences tell you it's not going to work and they tell you you failed and it's not going to happen for you. So much of the possibilities that exist for us in this world are just beyond that point that many of us actually give up and quit. Sometimes it's a little further than just beyond that point. Sometimes it's quite a few steps beyond that point. But it seems to me that whenever I've given up on something, it's ended right then and there. But the things that I don't give up on, even when it looks like there's no way forward, the things that I just pursue even though it looks futile, pursue even though it looks hopeless, that decision to stick to it and to try even though it looks like it's not going to work, that decision to continue to move forward often brings about experiences in my life that otherwise I would never have had. I think when we look at failure, we look at one event and think, okay, this is the end of this journey. It came to this point that it looks like it's not going to work, and we decide to stop. If we don't allow failure to stop us, then the journey doesn't end there. If we find a way to step forward, step around, step through whatever obstacle has presented itself to us, then opportunities arise that we would not have ever seen or known about without having taken this step beyond the impossible, this step beyond the end. Of course, there are certain situations in life when the end is the end, and you say, no, I cannot move forward and still maintain my morality or still maintain my core being. But most of the failures that I seem to encounter in my life, if I make the choice to find another way forward, or find a way around these problems, or find a way to continue stepping, even when it looks futile, when it looks hopeless. So often in my experience, you can't really tell until that last few percent of the way, those last few steps. It may look like it's not going to work. You may get all the logical signs of failure, but then in the last few steps, the last little bit beyond that point of failure, if I keep continuing, opportunities present themselves and people see what's happening and what I'm doing and how powerful my direction and my motivation is. Some people that were in my way before get out of my way, and other people that were not at all invested before, they see this and they go, wow, okay, this guy's determined. Maybe I should help him out. Maybe I should get on this train. Everybody wants on a moving train. The challenge is creating the momentum, the initial momentum. I also think that so many things that look like failure to us, and so many things in my life that seem like a failure, it's not really a failure. If you see it the right way, if you look at it the right way. Like the failure to catch the sunrise today, for a small one. You know, this is not a huge thing, but in a way it's a failure. But at the same time, I shot the journey and you guys came with me on the journey. So even though the journey in the end failed to achieve one thing, it did achieve another. It achieved something that's valuable. This conversation would not have had an immediate example if I had not failed this morning to get the sunrise, you know? So that's another part of failure, I think, is that if we become completely fixated on succeeding in only one way, with only one set of steps, then we don't see the other possibilities that open up. We don't see the positive situations we've created by failing. And I think before we actually go through the process of failing, we can't see those, and we have a hard time imagining that, yes, even if we fail at this attempt, we will still have created an opportunity, or we will still have created a set of experiences that will lead to an opportunity that would never have existed if we just gave up and quit. Persistence and tenacity in the face of what may seem like insurmountable odds, or what may seem like a failure, or an inevitable failure, creates a whole new set of possibilities that we can, at that point, after having failed, take advantage of and start walking those new pathways that lead to a future possibility, a future success that maybe we didn't see before that failure. Maybe it didn't exist before we put in the time and effort to go through that failure, to get ourselves to that point in time. I'd love to hear about your experiences with failure and persistence and tenacity, some things maybe in your life that you're overcoming or you have overcome. So write me some comments, leave me some comments below the video, and I'd love to read about them. Yeah, thanks for watching. I will get up bright and shiny tomorrow morning and go see if I can get another sunrise. Unless we're rained out again, in which case I might find another way around that. See you guys later.